Hello and welcome back to Shogunate. So we are continuing to build up because we have potentially a war target for ourselves in the future. Oda. Oda are potentially our biggest rival on the map right now. If we scroll out, you'll see that there aren't really many others who could compete. Maybe Mori over here, but I mean they can't access us and they have less troops than Oda and us. So there's really nothing there. Even up on this side of the map, really nothing going on in terms of strength. So right here is the main battle for control over pretty much all of Japan. So, what are we going to do about it? Well, we're going to build up. That's our step, number one. We have a lot of counties with low control. If we get control in those counties, well, we're going to end up making more money and having more troops. That's great. We also need to just purely build up a war chest. We need to have money ready for the war because we're planning on declaring war in Chaos. If we declare war in Chaos, we want to do the mercenary hire cost thing, where it's cheaper to hire them. So if we have a lot of money, we can hire a lot of mercenaries, and more importantly, we can hire the cheaper mercenaries, keeping them out of Oda's hands, which would be fantastic. We also maybe want to consider building a few buildings. We're at the point where we've expanded quite a lot, but our personal holdings are not that impressive. Like, each individual holding is kind of a little bit garbage, so that's something to think about. Anyway, let me just check that we have all of our council doing the right stuff. We do indeed, so I think I'm going to unpause and let the game kind of run itself for a second or two, and just see where things go. You have come to pay homage. Oh, fantastic. Well, that will increase our court grandeur. We're now court grandeur level 5. That was very nice of them. Right, let's carry on. Oh, my brother was taken prisoner. The game crashed. They couldn't handle it. Oh, never mind, we recovered it. It may have played the same music note over and over again, but it recovered. So he was taken prisoner in the Liberty War, which I think means that his crown authority is about to drop, assuming it's like this. Yeah. So I think he keeps in control. Faction against me has now appeared. Okay, so he's still in control, he just has lowered crown authority. Right, we need to deal with this immediately. Contrived conflict. While sitting at my throne, mulling this and that, a fervor erupts. My personal champion roars, "I know exactly what you meant, you knave. How dare you disrespect our Grand Daimyo," right in front of the bewildered Kunishi Raiso. My son quickly wades in to separate them, but the atmosphere has already become irreparably tarnished. I didn't say anything of the sort. I heard you with my own ears. I demand satisfaction for the slight against my lord. Come on, surely that won't be necessary. Let's see what we got. So we can have this guy defend my honor. They will become rivals. Okay. And then we got some potential woundeds out of this. Okay. And we gain court grandeur. A misunderstanding, he's a loyal vassal. I require a more level-headed agent. Okay. He said what? Fetch my hammer? Or calm yourselves, there will be no duel. Okay. So who is this guy? That is my player heir. I'm not entirely sure I want him in a duel, fighting people. We're just going to say he's a loyal vassal. So it's a misunderstanding. Although, can we do something that stops them forming a rivalry? Not really. Okay, so we'll just say he's a loyal vassal and see how that goes. Right. What's this faction against us? It's peasants. Okay, so why are the peasants so unhappy? All the way up here. What's made them unhappy? Minus 50, chafing control. This county suffers under the harsh attention of the realm's marshal. Ah, okay, so it's because they're increasing control there that we're having issues. And that'll be my vassal increasing control, I imagine. Yeah, because they got increased control in county. It's not the one that we're doing down here. But, okay, kind of annoying. We need a new person to fill this role. Oh, I mean, it could be my half-brother who was filling the role up until now. The reason why we needed to reassign him is he was in prison, so therefore couldn't do the job. Okay, cool. On pause, let things roll. And we've got promissory notes. What is promissory notes? Or what are promissory notes? Everything's disappeared. This is kind of weird. Where's all the backgrounds? Development growth 10%. Okay, that's the only weird thing, apart from the fact that the music kind of stuttered. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. There might be a restart needed. We'll see. You've converted the faith of a county. Wonderful. Let's convert the faith of somewhere else. So let's pick a new one. Like maybe this one that we're currently getting control in. We'll just convert the faith of it. It's going to take 8 years, but it doesn't matter. We're just... It's a continual job. Betrothed can marry. So my daughter is going to marry my son. Wait, what? No, sorry. My son is going to marry this person's daughter. Yeah, that sounds much more reasonable. So that's Western Kanto. So that's our alliance on that side. We do still have an alliance with Oda. I did forget that, by the way, because this popped up and says, declaring war will break the alliance. Why do we have an alliance? What caused that? It's between Daimyo Oda Nobutada and Matsushima. Okay. Who exactly are these people? Oh, so it's you are married to my daughter. Okay, so we would like that to... We can actually enforce a divorce there, which is kind of funny. Would that work? That would indeed work. Interesting. So we could do that. That would break the alliance. That's something to think about in the future. Okay, that's definitely something to think about. Okay. Clear that off. I've been hosting your... so my Chancellor went to try and make him like us, and the Chancellor failed miserably because he's got terrible stats. Okay, fair enough. Inheritance. You inherited the Cory of Santo from whoever held it before. We can find him in a second. So this guy. He had no heir, so it went to us. Fair enough. We also got the terracotta toy fowl from him as well. And a small religious carving. So these will be artifacts in here. Well, I mean, it gives us stuff that we didn't have before, so that's piety and prestige per month, which is nice. Right. Let's get rid of these new ones that we just got. So it's Santo up there. We're only 1 over max, so yeah, this must be the new one that we picked up. Apparently it's making us 0. I would really like it to just tell us how much we're making. Given that it's because we're above the domain limit, so it makes 0. But it would be lovely for it to just say, like, this is how much you would make. That would be a useful thing to see. I think we're just going to give it away, though. So this is in this duchy. We're currently the holder of the duchy, so we could just give this away to some random. If anybody could hold it. My son and food taster. Why don't you... I can't grant you a title, because you're a monk. Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't really work for me. How about you? Oh, that's my player heir. I'm not giving him a title. If I do this and I just look for spouses who are unlanded. Have I already given you land? You already have land? Yeah, okay. I might have to find somebody who isn't a direct family member to give land to. That's shocking. This guy, we grant him land. Yeah. I'm going to grant you Santo. Cool. He likes us for it. Wonderful. We lost our court musician, though, but we can maybe find another. Let's have a look. Actually, let's check all of these again for our dynasty. So yeah, you're not able to do that. It's fine, although we should probably put in a court tutor anyway. Let's stick in that guy. It costs us money, but it's kind of the one that makes sense to cost money because it gives us stats. My brother can be master of the horse. Royal architect can be my son. He's poor at the job, but whatever. He can do it. Musician. Yeah, I don't really want somebody who I have to pay money to for that job. Cool. That'll work. Right. And diplomacy lifestyle perk. We might be at the point where we're done with this, but let's take Heart of the Family. It gets us close family opinion, which means all of these people I've just given land to all like me even more thanks to that Heart of the Family boost. So we should be good there. Oh, is our offensive war thing worn off, by the way? No, we're still at minus 29 due to being in offensive wars. So yeah, we do need to be at peace for a while for that. Okay, we could upgrade these. Oh, we actually inherited some. Oh, cool. Well, we'll figure out what to do with these. We could just keep them. I mean, it means we don't have to pay the cost to raise them up originally. So they actually gave us quite a lot of troops overall. I'm going to upgrade this to max size, I think. I think that's our first goal. is try and get our siege units up to scratch. We've discovered Hatamoto. What is Hatamoto? This one. Ah, the one that gives us more max size in our men-at-arms regiments. Okay, that's cool. Let's work on stone walls next. Neighbor won a war. So, you won against invasion of southern Oshu. So you, oh right, so Date is now huge. Okay, that's fine. We will continue being at peace for a second. We gained a level of stress due to our brother being slain in battle. Okay. I'm sure there's meant to be music that plays here, but there isn't. Okay. We're definitely going to do a restart in between episodes. We might not do it this episode, but yeah. It was rather a sudden bit of music change. Right. Yeah, it's actually silent. Okay, I think this is probably time for a restart. Well, we'll do it right now. So we'll be back in a second, and hopefully everything will be working again. Right, so now we're back, and music is playing. These are now all displaying again. Perfect. I can't really blame the mod for this one, because I'm fairly certain we had the exact same issue happen to us on the same patch in like basic Crusader Kings 3, as in just no mod playthroughs, so who knows, who knows. Hopefully they'll fix it one day. Right, anyway, let's see, we're continuing to get our control up. I think we're ready to kind of just chill. We do have a lot more troops now. That is definitely a huge advantage. We have enough money for another one of these. Oh wow, we can go up to 17 here. This is going to be fantastic. Siege progress per day is going to speed up so much. Wonderful. Hey, you've increased control in Notu. We now have 8,300 troops. Where are all these troops coming from? I love it. Right, let's see, what's got the lowest here? So a bunch of 70 and 80. Oh, this is our capital, isn't it? Yeah, and it's not at full control. That's kind of worrying. It's not that bad, because I'm going to upgrade this one. Because this one's much further down, so we're losing a lot more taxes. But it's still worrying that our capital isn't at full control. It's kind of the one you want to keep at full control all of the time. Let's send them over there. We probably had a revolt or something there at some point that I missed. Okay, this person has come of age and has finished. As she's finished her education, she can go away. This was the child of this person. We left her a humble, content, and vengeful child. Okay. Well, that's your problem, Nobunaga. Our sister is taken prisoner. That's not ideal. By a fantastic name, Dewa no Kami. Right. Hold court. Commencement. Rightful lands. At the start, a markedly disgruntled Kunishu Kagetaka hurries to your throne. Liege, I have the right to the Kori of Noto. You must win it by the sword, so we can duel him for it, or you have no claim, knave. Okay. Well, I mean, you're terrible at fighting, and I'm good at fighting, I think. Yes, I am good at fighting. Yeah, sure, I'll fight you for it. And I lose stress because of that as well. Let's go. So, right away, I'm thinking we go for the very high likelihood of success. Form is good with small errors, his stance is failing. Perfect. So, I gain dual handicapped rank 6, which actually lowers my prowess. So does that mean my... where is it? Yeah, so that's -6 there. So I'm at 26 and he's at 18. We're still fine. We can give him harsh language. So no increase to our likelihood of success, but it gets us some prestige. I don't think that's good. Medium and low, or low and no risk of injury. Let's take no risk of injury. Okay, form is good. His stance is passable. Okay. We can go no and low again, and that gets him dual handicap level 6 as well. Is that the best you've got? You can't even hit me, or... Well, none of these are getting us any real advantage, so let's just take the bottom one, which will give him the same handicap he just gave us. So he should now be walking around with that dual handicap. Form is decent with some lapses, his stance is failing. I'd say suffer blasphemer, or blasphemer. That's not going to work. Let's see how you do without your axe, or I'll show you how I heft a sword. Medium chance of success. We win! Fantastic. We won due to sudden death. I think there's something stopping it going too many rounds, so whoever is further ahead just wins. Wonderful. So we get to keep our land. My brother stands before me, a concerned expression on his face. My lord, I come in behalf of my sister. I guess that would also be my sister, I assume. Unless there's like... Unless he's our brother on like our father's side, and that's his sister on his mother's side or something. Anyway, it doesn't matter. She has been ignobly imprisoned by Suzuki. Ah, yes, we saw this one. So I can get a weak hook on both of them, and then we will get her released. Oh, is this my vassal? It is my vassal, okay. But he would be unhappy. And he becomes he becomes my half-brother's rival. Must have had a good reason to imprison them, or I don't care about your squabbles. We'll make her sister free. That sounds good. Royal service. There's a young man in tow with my vassal. My liege and Grand Daimyo, my brother, seeks the honor of serving in your retinue. I've found my bodyguard, or skilled, yes, needed, no. How good is he? He's alright, yeah, you can be my bodyguard. That's fine. Right, that went pretty well for a bit of court. And reduced our stress level due to some of that. We can change this person's contract. This seems good for me right now. What else could we change? Cannot revoke his land. Force partition. None of these seem good. We can allow him to declare war. Fortifications. I think we're fine. I don't think we need to change any of that. We'll just keep the hook on him for just now. Right. Chill. We actually lost some troops there somehow. We must have had temporary troops coming from somewhere. That's okay though. Right, men at arms. We can increase this one a little bit if we want to. Just be like another one. We'll wait on that. We'll increase it in a bit. You want me to go to a feast? Sure, that will lower our stress. What's this one? Offer concubine. Nobunaga is offering us a concubine. Absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely not. I decline. So we can have an interesting conversation with this guy, gets us diplomacy and learning, or why don't we talk about you? Oh, this is the guy who was just imprisoning my sister. Nah, we'll have an interesting conversation. That seems fine. Okay. We've learned of this person's disputed... My sister-in-law has a disputed heritage. Cool. It's fine. And then we return home and lose stress. Wonderful. That went pretty well, I'd say. Keep going. How far are we off the next one? We're 100 off. Okay. So we're getting there. Definitely getting there. We've discovered primogenitor, which is funny because we've been using it this whole time. This means first child inherits. Ultimogenitor is youngest child inherits. Also gives us control growth, though. That's really good. So that's going to continue stacking on our other control growth. So it's an extra 0.1 per month. It's not incredible, but like... because we have so many that aren't at full control, it works out quite nicely. And also, it gives us 25% on this one as well, so we're getting even more monthly increases there. Nice. Carrying on. Although, actually, it won't apply to this one, because this one has a different culture. It's only going to apply to counties that have our culture, because they're the ones that have our tech. So we see here, this should say... Actually, that doesn't say 25% either. I don't know. Anyway, that's how it should work. Whether it is how it's working is another matter entirely. That's fine. This has low durability. Do I want to repair it? Sure, I'll pay 38 gold to repair that. Right. Phases are switching. Get 50 gold for this guy coming in. Okay, we're ready for war soon, I guess. Yeah, we have 3,000 more troops. Faction is disbanded. Diplomacy perk has been gained. Also, because our name changed size, I'm assuming that means one of our vassals got some land. Anyway. Conversion fervor. That gives us 25% more troops in that land. Wonderful. Yeah, I wonder whether one of my vassals did expand up here. Or maybe somebody else expanded and our name switched so it didn't overlap. Thicker than water. Don't think we need that. Friend, we don't need. I don't think we need any of this, really. Yeah. I'm going to take Adaptive Traditions to get us better Foreign Affairs effectiveness. And then I think it's time for us to switch out of this, maybe into Martial. This would make sense. Yeah, switch into this and maybe get Control Growth at the same time. Yeah, so we get an extra 0.3 in every single province for Control Growth. That's going to look really nice. Okay. We are now in Unification Chaos. Okay. Well, I was kind of saying that this is our time to declare a war. You're currently winning a war against somebody. You're attacking these guys who have 800 troops. This is definitely our time to shine. So. Wait. That's the wrong one. I want to go to my daughter. I'm going to enforce a divorce. So what this will do, they part ways. He doesn't like opinion, like he gets lowered opinion, loses a lowered opinion of both her and me. This is fine. She doesn't like that I forced the divorce either, and then all family members of him lose 5 opinion of us. I enforce this divorce. Now this should mean that our alliance is gone. Oh no, there's another one between Shima, my vassal, and Matsu, my daughter. Okay. That's his former spouse. Yeah. Yeah, that definitely said former spouse. Sorry, it doesn't say my vassal, it says vassal in that region. So, can I break the alliance? Maybe I just wait a second? Alliance ended. Okay, I just needed to wait for it to expire. My acquaintance married my daughter. This guy married my daughter. Okay, that's Western Kanto. Is that the daughter who literally just... Yes, that is the daughter who literally just broke a marriage. She is now immediately married to the son of this guy. Wow, he wastes no time at all, huh? Right. So we no longer have an alliance, so there's nothing stopping me from declaring a war. I would love a subjugate war, but we can't do it because he's... because my level of fame is too low. I suspect also because his realm has to be a certain size as well. Seize all de jure lands. I'm just seeing what our options are. This guy's claims. No. Unify Japan Kingdom. That seems good. We would want Chubu, because that gives us all of this. And then we can declare the rest in a de jure war later. This seems like the obvious path for us. So, we will declare a war. I mean, I'm looking at the numbers. I don't know how many... we have equal allies. I don't know how strong his allies are. There we go. So 3,000... are you his vassal? You are not his vassal. You're my vassal, so you're not going to join in. So you got like 4,800. You got 4,000. You got 5,400, and then you're my vassal. So you got like another 5,000 troops. Cool. So with my allies, I can bring in this guy, maybe, who has 7,000 troops. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Declare war. And with that, we've declared a war, and I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you for watching. Next time, we fight Oda for control over Japan. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.